ஹலோ, யாரு? தன்ராஜா? நான் தான் ராமசாமி பேசுறேன்.
Hello, welcome to Vanga Pesalam. Today my guest, my niece Harini. Hey Harini.
Hi.
So today we're going to be discussing Ted Lasso's final season. I don't know if it's still a final, but technically it is the final season number 3. So like you saw all the episodes?
I did, yep.
So like you binge watched it, right? Like you didn't see week to week.
No, I waited for it to like be done this season and then I started it. Yeah.
So what are your thoughts? Overall thoughts?
First of all, I went into it thinking that it was the final season, which I guess it might not be. There's some talk that there was always supposed to be a 3 seasons show, so that's why it would like felt like the ending, but then it also feels like they could continue on, so not sure about where that's going.
Yeah, I don't know that, but I think he's done though. He's done, right?
Sounds like
Ted,
he's done.
yeah, Ted Lasso is done.
Yeah.
It could be a show with all the other 3 guys. We don't know. Might be.
Yeah, maybe. But I really liked it. I liked the season a lot. I like listened to some reviews before watching it, and people were talking about how they didn't love it as much as the other 2 seasons, which I agree. I think the first and the second season was way better, and the first one was the best. But the third one was still good. I think it just was a really slow start, and I didn't really know where they were taking it. And then the second half of the season felt like it was like, okay, this feels like it's closure, and we're trying to get like, you know, Richmond trying to get together and win, and that spirit, like it was all there. But it just took a second to get there. Also, it didn't seem like there was that much of actual Ted Lasso's character. It felt like he was kind of like disappearing and would come back, and just felt kind of choppy. But other than that, I liked it. It was still emotional. It was still cute. It was all the things that Ted Lasso is.
Yeah, it was good. I thought like 12 episodes was a lot. 10 would have been better. You know, the whole Zava thing could have been taken out. I didn't understand why he was there, what his purpose was. I don't even know why they even brought him, right? Is he a famous player or something? I don't understand why they brought him.
No idea. It just seemed completely irrelevant. And it didn't even serve the purpose, like after he left, other than him saying that you guys should work as a team, which they could have written that somewhere else. I don't know.
Well, that could be anything, right? Even like Ted could have said some
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
That was weird. Yeah, that I didn't understand the whole Zava point, but maybe like you said, him telling the team should work better, which kind of forces Ted to go on this trip, not on a trip, and take some drinks or whatever, and then like come up with a huge plan. Maybe I don't know, but still kind of weird.
I don't know. It still didn't seem like it all connected. Like the last couple episodes were really good. I think it was like the core Ted Lasso, like how season 1 was, but the first half was boring a little bit.
Kind of, yeah. It kind of started very slow, you know.
Yeah.
Again, they had to fill up the 12 episode arc, right?
Yeah.
And it's not like small episodes. Everything was long, huge episodes.
Yeah, it was all like an hour.
Like too much. 12 hours. I don't know why they did that, but anyway. So which kind of takes me back saying that he did the whole thing, and if they come back again, then I'm not even sure if it's going to. I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Yeah, the way that they ended it, like just like the last scene with him coaching his son's team, and then the rest of them all continuing on. Like I feel like it would be that there's going to be a season 4, and they're going to try to win, and maybe he like guest appears, but I don't know if he'll be in it as much, like you were saying. But I really liked all the different like characters and how they tried to like kind of close everyone's arcs. Like that was really good. My 2 favorite ones were like Keely and Rebecca's friendship. I thought that was
that's always great. That is always great. Yeah,
they did such a good job. And then same with Roy and Jamie. I think that was really
it kind of gotten weird in the end. I don't know why they're fighting over Keely though. I thought they were all like best friends suddenly. Then they fight. It doesn't even make any sense.
That should have happened. That should have happened before.
The beginning. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of it was very choppy. Like it was edited kind of weird. Yeah.
Yeah. They had this amazing moment at the niece's birthday party. You know, they had amazing moment at the birthday, and suddenly they're fighting over Keely.
Yeah, it was
who had a girlfriend. Who had a girlfriend for 4 episodes.
And they were fine. Yeah, they were fine, like moving on at one point. And it was also like one of my favorite episodes was the Amsterdam episode.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
So good, like for all the characters. So them fighting after that episode didn't make any sense because that's the episode that they like became friends.
Really bonded,
So it
yeah.
was just kind of like back and forth. Yeah.
Really. I mean, when like Jamie says, my best friend is the captain, soccer captain, and he gets really mad, Roy.
Yeah.
What?
So
They did all that stuff and they're fighting over a girl in the end. It didn't make any
Yeah.
sense at all.
Yeah. The other big thing was Nate's character.
Yeah, that's what I want to get to you. So, what do you think about the whole Nate's career arc in this season?
I actually liked Nate's character a lot. I think like that was one of the highlights of the season for me. Like the way like he was the villain and then he's having his own realizations and then he's trying to apologize, but he still has an ego. And then there's like things around him that don't let him. And then he finally gets there. That was really great. But I think they could have connected him back to Richmond and Ted Lasso sooner than they started doing that. Like it felt like he was like really detached, which I think was the point, but it just felt like it was its own story and its own show for a long time. And then it finally started to like take place into what we're actually watching. But I really liked it. Was like one of the best parts of the show. Like I think they did a good job. He obviously plays the character really well. So I think it was
So,
good.
I mean, he had to come back, right? There's no other choice.
Yeah.
He had to come back. But
Yeah.
I wasn't really convinced to the point like when he actually turns. The point they're trying to the scene is when the boss takes him to a bar and then like he just like tried to like introduce him to some girls,
Yeah.
and he just goes back. And that's
Yeah.
it. That's all he needed.
Yeah.
Apparently.
No, I think it was like I think it was building up. It was for a little while. He was like kind of back and forth with like working with him. You could tell that it was more just like for me the way that he comes back and like the person like he's not coming back to be like a manager or a coach. Like he's still like that guy that's just like within the team. So that was a little confusing. Like he left to go like
I know. I mean, it won't happen in real life.
Yeah, I'm like
right?
that just didn't like even for someone who is Nate and is like at his core a good person. I'm like you went to somewhere else in your career. You're
he was
probably
the top guy in a very famous team. Suddenly, like you're serving kebabs.
And like that's very sweet. I understand the sentiment, and it's really nice that he came back to just be a part of the team in whatever way. But I'm like, some amount of realism could have been nice that they used him. And like even at the end when they made Roy the manager or the main coach, and there's just no story for Nate there. I'm like, the last season ended with this being the conflict, with Nate leaving, and this is going to be a huge thing. And then it just seemed like he was fighting his own fight, and it wasn't a part of like this Richmond team. So that was.
I think it's all like an ego thing, right? He's not a bad person per se. He had some ego. He got hurt. He's like very, very, very insecure person. Very insecure person, right?
Yeah.
He cannot even like go and talk to the girl, right? It takes him like 3 episodes to finally go and talk to the girl and ask her out on a date. Yeah. She's like really cute about it, and then it was like really good to see like both of them together, right? She really likes him. She she understands what all he's like going through and everything, right? That was a very, very nice character, though. Very nice character. That character.
Yeah, I thought that was well done. I liked all that. I think all of that was good. And that episode where he's like back home, that was
back
also
home. He's playing the violin. The dad tells him, I mean, I didn't know how to raise a genius. I'm sorry. That was pretty nice.
Yeah. All of that was good. I also like all the scenes, like coming back to Ted Lasso's character, like all the scenes where he's like trying to be a dad and his son was visiting, like that was all like really well done too. I think he had so much like internal conflict last season with him and his dad and that relationship. I think they addressed that. And that ending for him like makes sense.
Yeah, the ending makes it because the mom tells him, right? Hey, your son is missing you, and he realized, oh yeah, I know that,
Which I'm like, is interesting that the wife never brings that up.
But
like,
I mean, she's not his wife anymore. She's the mother of the son, technically. Right. She's not the wife anymore. So
yeah, but she never brings that up, even as like.
I mean, she cannot bring it up because that means like she's pulling him away from something like he really loves the team and everything.
And it's not really for her. It's not really up to her to be like, you need to come back and do this. Like, that's not for her to say because they're not husband and wife, I guess. So
that episode where the boyfriend is taking her to Paris and that Ted thinks he's going to propose and he asks Rebecca to hire a detective to follow. That was good.
That was so good.
That was crazy.
Yeah. Rebecca, I think, was one of my favorites this season. like top like character.
Yeah,
Like
Rebecca, I mean,
her-
that whole thing like in the Amsterdam was really cute and
it was
amazing,
so good. It
amazingly
was
cute.
so,
Yeah.
and her arc made sense from
Made
start to like end. Like this whole thing of like, I only bought this team so I could defeat this guy, and I only hired you as a coach to do these things. And then for her at the end to be like, I could leave all this right now, and the decision she makes to like sell half of it to the audience, like all of that makes sense. And then her ending, like finding someone, and then he has a kid, and like that, like just it makes sense, like the way they ended her story, which I don't know if it's the end, but it was well done for her.
Yeah, that was pretty good. So, what is that? The person, what is it? An astrologer or the psychic who
Oh,
like
yeah.
she gives us some clues. So, based on all these clues, she's supposed to like, end up with that guy. Right? That's what it means at the end. Finally,
Yeah, and she did. So
She did.
everything she said like came somewhat true. Yeah,
somewhat true.
yeah, which was good.
So
The
what do
one
you think
character
of?
that I knew more about was Jack. Like Jack felt kind of abrupt at the end. I'm like, what happened?
I don't know.
They
Jack
didn't
was.
they didn't bring her back after the breakup, which I guess makes sense.
Yeah, that whole angle, I don't even know why though. I mean, maybe they're trying to show that she's free spirit and all those things, but I didn't really understand why to suddenly bring her. I don't think the first 2 seasons they never even showed that she's into girls or whatever. Suddenly she has a girlfriend and a very deep romance too. It's not like a fling; it's a very serious romance too, right?
Mhm.
They're together for a long time, and then like suddenly some pictures come up, video come up,
Yeah.
and they break up, and yeah.
Yeah, I think all of that made sense. It just was, again, everything was just abrupt. Like the way something started and the way something ended, it wasn't just this relationship. Like everything just felt kind of abrupt. So
Yeah, it was pretty cute that she loses all the funding, and then Rebecca tells, "Yeah, I see the money. Oh, that much I have in my closet." You know.
no, she's like, I have that in cash.
That was pretty funny.
So funny.
That was so funny.
I loved their relationship. I thought it was so good. It was so well done.
And then they had to bring back that what is Rebecca's other friend? What's her name? The Ted Love.
Oh,
Ted,
Sassy?
Sassy.
Sassy.
Sassy,
I
yeah.
don't know if that's her actual name. That's what it's called.
Yeah, so they had to bring her back just for like one episode, just so that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I really missed that the psychiatrist character though. She was very, very strong in the second season.
Yeah.
She didn't even come at all. She just came in like
Yeah.
in background or anything. But
Just
that's
had, like,
crazy,
phone
right?
calls. Yeah. She's had phone calls, and then I wondered that too. I was like, why didn't this conversation
So
continue?
12 episodes.
Ideally, it would have been nice to have one
One
episode
episode,
where he shows up when he's trying to make the decision of going home.
Yeah.
Because although he had processed so much of it in his mind, like that conversation between Ted and Rebecca, where she's the only one that's really talking because she's trying to convince him to stay. I think a scene before or after that where he's trying to explain why he needs to do what he needs to do would have been really nice.
Yeah, that kind of that was kind
and
of
it could have been with the therapist. I think that could have been cool. Yeah. But the episode that the mom was there, that was also really good. When he like breaks down and he's like yelling at her.
The mom thing is very, very nice, very cute.
Yeah,
the mom thing is very cute. I like a lot of small scenes though. That play the scene where the entire team is trying to decide like, where to eat and what to do in Amsterdam.
That was so fun.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was so fun.
That was so fun. And at the end, where like when the coach realizes that he has to be with his girlfriend and not like they go back with it. That was also pretty cute.
That was really good. Yeah. And so they ended up winning second place. They didn't win against Manchester.
Yeah.
So when he says on the flight, he's like, there's for a second, he's like, we almost had it all. And he like questions that. That's when I was like, oh, maybe he'll come back. Which would be interesting. So maybe there's some kind of like season 4 where they get to the end and he's just at the end when they have to win or something. But I think when they said that, I was like, something's up. And the fact that they didn't win the title, it could mean that they could like come back.
Yeah, probably. So that is possible.
Yeah.
So the last episode, the very first scene is like they're showing like Rebecca in the nightgown. Ted comes in, and everybody thought that they both slept together, Rebecca and Ted. Do you remember that scene? See the 11th this season. The 11th episode, and then like they are Ted and Rebecca meet at the office, And she says, normally, like, this is the time I come and tell you something hot, mind-blowing, but this time I have nothing. And then Ted
Yeah.
says, actually, you know what, I have one. And then they cut the episode.
Mm.
Last episode, the very first scene is that they're all like in Rebecca's kitchen, right?
Mm.
She's having a coffee, Ted comes in, and everybody
Oh,
thought,
yeah.
yeah, they
Yeah.
both
That
slept
was a
together.
crazy
Yeah, that
scene.
was crazy. Everybody thought, and the entire season, like people have been like hinting that ultimately, like Ted and Rebecca, they're going to be
Mm.
together. I never
I
thought
don't
that.
know.
Yeah, that was weird. I never thought that, but when they showed it, oh my God, they screwed up the show. That's what I thought. The first thing, they screwed up the show.
Yeah, but I don't think they did anything. I don't think
Yeah,
they.
no, that's what they did
Yeah.
because it's not them.
Yeah.
They came because of Coach Beard and like
Yeah. Yeah.
that was-
Maybe they're trying to mess with us because everyone's like,
maybe. It's
you know,
possible.
put them together, but it's like that's not actually what's happening. Yeah.
Yeah, that
But
was-
I do like that guy she found in Amsterdam. I thought he was.
yeah, she was pretty good. Yeah, the whole thing was pretty cute actually.
Yeah.
Whole thing was pretty cute.
Yeah.
And then like at the dryer ends, they had like more time and
Yeah.
then they start drying again.
Yeah. And then when they sing that song and he's singing it in like Dutch and she's singing it was really cute. And the same with like him having a daughter, like she goes into that room and she just has like a moment in there. That whole episode was so sweet for everyone.
Pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And I like that guy, the Kenyan football owner who comes and
Oh
he
yeah.
wants to start the Super League or something. That was pretty funny too.
That whole scene was really good when she's like picturing herself as a kid and she's picturing all of the men as boys and talking to them and like just feeling like powerful. That whole scene was really, really good. I like that a lot.
So you think like Rupert is now a changed man because again like, they're trying to clean him also, right? They're trying to make him like a good guy, you know, all the stuff. But I don't know
Yeah,
what
but
happened.
he's not really good at the end. He like beats up that coach basically.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love him.
Yeah.
So, he's still like, but I don't think they were trying to like, for a second it looked like they were trying to get Rupert and her to be friends again, which I don't even think they showed them being friends.
Yeah.
I think she is just like forgiving him and like moving on and is like seeing that she's better than all this, that she doesn't feel the need to fight him anymore. So that was like perfect, but I don't think he really has changed in many ways.
Yeah. I mean, that's what like she says, right? I mean, I just want to like sell the team, and then she gets shocked when she hears how much money she can get. Oh no, okay.
Yeah, she's like 2 billion. And she's
2
like,
billion. What?
yeah, it was so funny. That was really funny.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked Roy and Jamie's friendship, though. I really liked all those things.
I did too. That was really good.
That is a very amazing scene, like in the third episode, I think, when they try to get Zava. And then like Jamie comes to the coach and says, I don't like this guy. He's got too much of an ego. He's a diva. And then Roy looks at him like, what? That's you. You know what I'm talking about?
But that was so funny, that scene when he's talking to like all of them and then Coach Beard is like, that's kind of ironic. And then he says this whole thing. And then when he's leaving, he's like, it's actually not ironic. It's just hypocritical. And then Ted Lasso is like, that's ironic.
No, the one I really, really laughed was where, like, when they find out that Roy and Kelly broke up. And then the coach kind of screams a little bit, and then the Ted tries to faint for a few seconds. I'm okay. I'm okay.
Oh my God. I think that the thing that I missed this season was I think the comedy was really nice and like people building their relationships were really nice. But there's a sense of like cheesiness that Ted Lasso has in the first 2 seasons, that like where everything's coming together and makes you feel good in your heart. Like that was missing a little bit.
Yeah, that was missing.
That was definitely missing a little bit, because I would have loved the last couple scenes to have been narrated by the Observer writer, media guy.
The Trent Brent.
And just like for him to like, I don't know if that ended up happening, like talking about what he wrote about, because he literally that was the whole season.
He didn't do anything.
He just watched them the entire season and was taking notes. And I'm like, I guess we'll never get to read this magazine. That's fine. Like whatever. Like that would have been really nice if they'd ended it with like a paragraph of him saying something. Because the note that Ted left was really nice. He was like, it was never about me. It's about
that was pretty cute.
That was really nice. And like you could have pulled from that. And then like really little things where like when they get all the believe signs together, like when they go 3, 2, 1, they should have said believe. I wanted that so badly, but they didn't. They just say Richmond, I think.
No,
So there's
but
just little things
yeah,
that
there are like amazing moment with the Trent Grimm finding out the other guy is like a gay, and I thought
yeah,
again he's going to blow up, but it did not.
yeah,
He kind
yeah,
of accept him, and the best scene was with the coach, though, with the coach, with the captain.
yeah,
But when he finds out, and then he's so upset that like he didn't come and tell him that he's so sad. That was
yeah,
pretty nice scene.
yeah.
Which I
That
got
was
to-
really good. But I liked the whole like them being all the men being like vulnerable and crying. There was a lot of crying.
Not a crying.
That was good to see. It was a good season overall. But I think there's definitely like things that's from season one that they should have added that they just didn't hold on to. But it was still
See,
good.
one of the greatest moment of season one was when like Ted forgives Rebecca, right? She comes and tells him the coach. That's a good, the greatest scene, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't have like that kind of an impact in
There's
this
not a
season.
big scene.
Big
Yeah.
impact.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree. There's not like a big juicy scene. And if this is the end for his character, it's okay if everyone else has smaller scenes where they reach their own conclusions, but he should have had a big ending, like we should have been sobbing watching.
Maybe
Like,
maybe like when like Nate is trying to apologize to Ted, maybe that could have been
that
a
was
good
a good
scene.
scene.
That could have been a
Again,
good scene.
Rebecca and him talking and him not saying anything, that was a good scene. There was like small little chunks, but I'm like, if you're talking finale, like you got to really pack it. And I don't think that was there. But still good.
So good. Yeah, it's a good season, but I would have not like done 12 episodes.
No, and
Even
the
if that
beginning,
12 episode with that no psychiatrist, not even having a impact, that's kind of
I
weird.
know. I would have had more scenes with her than Zava.
Exactly.
Yeah, Zava felt like unnecessary, completely unnecessary.
Yeah. I mean, again, if you think about it, the mom telling him to go back home could have like, easily been the psychiatrist, right? Ted is
Yeah.
coming to it could have
Yeah.
easily, but anyway, but I think that they want to bring the mom character in. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't even mind the mom character. I think he needed to like yell at her and get that out. Like that was fine. I don't mind him. I don't mind the mom being the one to deliver that news, but I think she could have just been there a lot more because it just makes it look like he just went to her when he had problems. And now that he's like understanding his issues, like there should have been an arc where he's like, I'm finding closure. My mental health is better. I'm able to now understand, like, I have less panic attacks. Like that wasn't there.
Yeah.
Like that kind of like finishing was not like available for the audience.
Yeah.
And maybe he's not completely fine, then he should have still talked about that. That's what the season felt like it should have been about, but that wasn't there.
Yeah, it was interesting though. Yeah, overall, I think 3 very good seasons. I would say if you're going to rank, I think it's got to be 1, 3, 2, right? The first season comes number 1, third is number 2, and second.
I would just say 1, 2,
1, 2,
3.
3. Okay.
Yeah. I would say 1. That psychiatrist like season for me was really strong. It was really, really strong. And I think it was the most emotional one. Because the first season, we don't see Ted break at all. The second season,
he kind of does it like they go to a pub or something, and then he just comes out and then like sits on the floor and then started to have a.
True. Yeah, he has like
that is there, but not much.
Not as much as season 2. Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason I don't like, I want to put season 2 as number 3 is because of the Nate angle, right? They kind of made him a villain for no reason, like in season 2. Again,
see, they could have made that really interesting.
Interesting.
If they had made that interesting in season 3, then we would have liked that they did that in season 2. So it's still season 3's fault. Yeah. They didn't do that. The one character that was kind of annoying but kind of goofy was that one girl that works with Keely in season. What's her name?
The accountant or the manager, you mean?
No, it was the one.
Oh, the friend. Okay. Yeah, that was kind of goofy too. Yeah.
She was. I'm like, what's going on?
She was all over the place.
She's acting crazy. Yeah. There's so many little side characters. I'm like, do you really need this right now when there's so much story to already tell? Like Zava or her, I'm like, you're wasting a lot of screen time on things that maybe don't matter as much.
I mean, again, if you think about it, Akiri fires her, so she hires a baby goat, and it keeps on pooping everywhere in the conference room, and they have like a cute moment, Jack and Keely. Maybe that's what. Maybe.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe. I think it all connected. It just felt like it was like stretched out in ways, but it was again still good. So
that's good.
Yeah.
Overall, yeah, it's good. I mean, I saw like week by week. So I just saw week by week, and I read all the reviews every day, and then I saw everything. But it was nice though. I mean, it wasn't as disappointing as people
No,
are saying.
was that was the biggest thing for me as I was watching it. And I was like, people were really mad about this. Like, it's not
No,
that
no,
bad.
I think if you like watch it week by week, then you would have realized it. If you since you
See,
binge
that's why I
watched it,
always said that like Ted Lasso, they should release it as one, like how Netflix would. Like it should be one giant season that they just release because it's such a like a comfort show. It's not like House of Dragons or Game of Thrones or like Euphoria where there's like a cliffhanger at the end, you know? Like this is just supposed to be like feel good and like healing. So you're supposed to watch it at a pace that makes sense for yourself as opposed to it being like you can wait a week and I'm like it's already lost its charm at that point. Like
yeah,
it doesn't make sense.
But
But
what else
I'm
are you
glad
watching?
what else did I don't think I'm watching a lot right now.
Oh, really?
Oh
Are you
no,
working too
yeah.
hard?
I might need some new recommendations. I don't think I'm watching many.
I mean,
Oh, I just started Black Mirror, the newest season.
yeah, I don't watch. I haven't watched Black Mirror at all.
Yeah, the
So.
first episode was okay-ish. So there's still 4 more to go.
I don't know.
What?
Somebody told me there's a show called The Night Agent on Netflix that is really
Night
good.
Agent was good. Yeah,
Oh,
it's good.
you saw that?
Yeah, it was
It's
good.
pretty good. Okay, then
Yeah,
maybe
I like
should.
that a lot.
Okay, I should watch it.
I would watch. I think there is a season 2. I would watch season 2. It was good.
Yeah. So that
It
one.
actually, I liked that more than Citadel, I think. Citadel was kind of like standard. I think they like hyped it up too much. And then when you finally watch it, it was kind of like a standard spy show. It was still good, like the way that they did it, but it wasn't anything new. I like Night Agent a lot,
Okay,
actually.
so then maybe I'll watch Night Agent. Citadel is on like back of my mind, so I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll watch
it's
it.
not any like the story isn't like crazy. It's pretty like predictable.
I
But I'm
finished
interested.
this one, the Never Have I Ever. So
Oh, Never
last
Have I
season,
Ever was good.
I finished it.
It was a really good ending,
A
actually.
very good ending.
Last season, yeah.
That's it. That was pretty good. What else? I saw the documentary about Army Hammer.
Oh, I did
That
not
was
watch that.
one psychotic.
Oh,
Oh my
really?
goodness! Oh, that guy is nuts. So that was crazy to watch.
I need to watch
Like,
that.
whoa! Like seriously.
Okay, I
That-
need to watch. What is
that
that
was.
on?
It's on Max right now.
Okay.
Max, so they have it on Max. So what else I saw? Yeah, I guess that's it. I saw Fubar, the show on Arnold Schwarzenegger on Netflix. I saw that. I saw the Great.
You-
We should watch it. That is pretty good.
Did you watch Beef?
Yeah, I
did watch-
finished long time. Yeah, I finished long
Beef
time.
was really good.
Beef was
I
good.
liked that a lot.
I saw the movie yesterday, Extraction. Second part, I saw that the action.
Oh, it's out?
It's out. I saw
know
that.
it's out.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
watch
saw
that.
that.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
Yeah, I think there's some new things coming, like in the fall/winter, but right now all the summer shows I think are kind of wrapped up for now.
There is a show called The Bear on Hulu. You should watch that. That's a pretty good show.
Yeah, I heard really good things about that.
Right.
And I think
coming,
there's a season. There's a
coming
season.
like in 10 days, I believe.
Yeah, the next big one is Bridgerton. That's the one I'm waiting for, season 3.
Oh, really?
So I'm excited for that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Awesome. Sorry, 1 second. Let me stop the recording. Hello. Thank you for watching my video. Please hit like and subscribe and keep watching. Thank you very much.